I'll leave it up to you.
She says the program will last 40 minutes.
Any of us up here took limits. What? I have to. I'll probably just kill myself.
It didn't make the box, Mark.
Okay, no problem.
Oh, I don't think.
I have some reinforcements.
I have some bandages. Mike, do you have some scotch tape that we can borrow?
Oh, we need to borrow.
Oh, okay, thanks. All right, Hondo, get over here.
92 season was held on September 17, 1991 at the Mayflower Hotel, Plymouth, Michigan. The business meeting was called to order at 7:45 p.m. by President Shelby Shakaitis and Beverly Woodard. Judy Housen led the college. Guests Bill Ingersoll, Ruth Bluth, Janet Cooper, and Sue Brownlee were introduced. Treasurer Louise Steinhauer reported a balance on hand of $625.31. Pat Roberts, corresponding secretary, shared that Dee Warland had been ill and that Ralph Hardin had sent. Carolyn Reynolds, program chairman, reviewed the program for the coming year. It was noted that the November meeting would be held at the Wayne Historical Museum. Karen Eckhart, auction chairperson, reminded everyone that the auction would be held on Tuesday, October 15, 1991 at the First United Methodist Church, Wayne. She encouraged everyone to be getting their items ready. Shelby publicly thanked Lynn Hicks for all the work she did in getting our booklet published. Bill Ingersoll completed the evening by reading the group and sing-along. The meeting was adjourned at 6:55 p.m. and checking to the past.
Thank you, Pat. Treasurer's report.
Balance on hand, September 17, 1891, $625.31. Our receipts, total $2,785.50. Our debits were $762.92, leaving a total balance as of today of $2,670.28.
Thank you, Louise. On our auction for old business, Karen's not here, but I would like to report to you that we did, through proceeds and donations, we did make $1,126 approximately. Pretty good, and thank you everybody that did come up and help out with it, or helped out in some way that they could. Cindy Kelly, would you talk to us about the Cooks for Time?
Well, this year I'm working at Lincoln School, which is located in Norway, and I was there last year also. And I noticed children without warm winter coats, and they just don't have the money to buy them. And I did this last year through my church, and I decided to try and expand it a little bit this year. I know the weather's turned warm, so right now it's not a problem, but we did have some cold weather. And when you see children running around in windbreakers because they don't have the money to stand, they don't have the money to buy a coat, I guess I'm asking you to ask your neighbors who have children, or if you have little children, well, some of us have little children at home. Even if they're worn, as long as they're wearable, if you will give me a call, and I will make sure that I pick them up. You don't have to carry them to my house. We're really looking for elementary size and junior high, but not adult size.
Thanks a lot, Cindy. Also, Cindy, while I have you on the floor, would you give us a membership?
We had one application for membership from Ruth Bluth. And we have a friend who would be interested in Cummings Literary. We hope that you would invite her and perhaps complete a membership.
Okay, thank you. Pat Roberts isn't here at this time, but as our correspondence secretary, she did say send a thank you note to the Methodist Church. And to Demisha, we have some other correspondence from our recipient of the scholarship, and I'll ask Sue to read that too.
This letter was from Julie Hamrick. She was the gal from John Glenn, and she's going to Albion College. And this is dated October 12th. And it says, Dear Ladies Literary Club, hello, I'm writing to thank you once again for your generous scholarship. Albion College is wonderful, and I know I made the right decision in coming here. My classes are really tough, but they challenge me in ways like never before, and I enjoy that. Also, because Albion offers so much, it's hard to balance my classes with my extracurricular activities. Luckily, my experiences in high school helped tremendously in doing this. Again, I thank you for the help and support you have provided. It will always be remembered and appreciated. Sincerely, Julie Henrik.
Thank you. Is there any other new business or any announcements that anybody would have? Okay, if not, I'd like to entertain a motion that we adjourn our meeting so we can go on to our meeting. and Sue and Louise. Okay, thank you.
Well, tonight we welcome you here to the Historical Museum in Wayne. It's the first time we've held a meeting here that I'm aware of. There are other groups that use this building, and when I talked to Hank Gowdy, he was more than happy to have us come, so it's a nice chance to be here. Tonight, the Redford Baptist Troublemakers Bell Choir will be here to entertain us, and I think you will really enjoy this group. We've listened to them practice a little bit beforehand, so I think we're in for a nice treat. So with that, I'll introduce Donna Gleason, the spokeswoman, leader, whichever she is for the group, and let her take it from here.
I'd like to thank you for your invitation to come here tonight. You really made us practice a lot. We've had to shape up real early. I told Sue, explain what you thought, that we're exclusively practicing Christmas music, and she said, well, that's fine. And I guess, heck, if the stores can decorate in July, we can play Christmas music in November. So, and I wanted to make sure you knew the name was Treble-makers, not troublemakers. Yeah, I wouldn't want you to think anything. Well, anyhow. But we are delighted to be here, and it's nice to try you out on our Christmas music for this year. So we're going to start off with one called Ding Dong Merry. Actually, I've been bell director over at Redford Baptist Church for about 12 years now, and this group was actually in existence when I arrived. I had this little thing on my resume. It said that I played carillon, and they said, "What's a carillon?" And I said, "Well, it's bells, like a bell tower." And they said, "Oh, good, you can direct the bell choir." Well, I'd never seen a handbell before. And it's bad enough coming in there and trying to teach somebody something that you don't know anything about. But when they already know, it's scary. It's scary. So it was 12 years ago, and I had to do some hard work to catch up with these guys. Some of these guys were still in high school at the time. And so it's been a really neat experience, and we've had some changes of personnel along the years and things like this. But basically, quite a few of them have been ringing for several years, and we're really enjoying each other. This next song is called The Shepherd's Song. much. As I said, I've been a director here for 12 years, and in that 12 years, we have had a certain disease that has occurred in the bell choirs. There has not been a single year that we have had a bell choir that we haven't had someone pregnant. It is with, yeah, I know. It's with yeah. We are keeping her in business. Yes. It's with great fear and trepidation that any females decide to join this group. And as a matter of fact, the reason you see me over here scrambling quite a bit, one of our girls is pregnant and is occupied in the bathroom tonight. So she was unable to make it tonight. But we just keep that membership over at Redford just rolling right along. And we keep looking around. Who's next? Okay, this next song is called We Three Kings. Oh. And in this in this particular song, we'll be using some mallets on the bells. They just stay right there on the table. The tables have 4 inches of pad foam on here. So if you see us slamming the bell down like that, or if there's no way we're going to hurt the bells because of the foam padding there. So on this one, we leave the bells down on the table and hit them with mallets. It's a very different type of a song. This is We Three Kings. So if you see us with 4 bells in our hands, we're not really ringing 4 bells at a time. We're ringing one at a time. It just depends on which way you hold your hand. The clappers of these bells only ring one way. Okay, so if I go this way, this bell isn't going to ring. If I go this way, it will. So then by just a twist of the wrist, I fix it so that this bell is sounding and the clapper is turned the wrong way for this one. So then you can play individual notes without the two of them sounding together. Now if I took the bell and just twisted it just like that, they both sound together at the same time. And that comes in handy if you want to ring like octaves and ring them together. So you just grab them and turn them both the same way so that they ring together. But yet if you want to ring one at a time, it helps when you've got a lot of little bells. Now the guys down there have a little trouble with that technique. Okay, this next song is called Do You Hear What I Hear? brand new music. We started working on it in September and have been working very hard, obviously, for this program. We'll also be appearing Sunday at Cobo Hall for the Festival of Trees. If you get an opportunity to go down there, that is really a neat place, and it's a benefit for the Children's Hospital. We're playing Sunday at 12 noon, and we're really looking forward to it. It's always nice. And besides that, we get in free so we can see the trees. But it is. It's absolutely beautiful. And I think it runs all next week. It's all during Thanksgiving week. So if you get an opportunity, there's groups from all over the area. There's kids choirs that are down there. There's all kinds of entertainment down there, and the trees are just gorgeous. So if you get a chance, this is Let's Deck the Hall. pounds apiece. And when you see him lifting up a couple of them, that's why the guys are down at that end. And they're pretty heavy bells. And after the program, you're invited to try any of these out that you would like. But I would recommend trying at least one of those. It gives you a real good appreciation. Okay, this next song is Frosty the Snowman. Doesn't look like it too much outside. A lot of the pieces that we do are written by a composer named Cynthia Dobrinsky. I don't know if she just got a corner on the market of Christmas arrangements or whatever, but when you've got a 5-octave choir, this is 61 bells that you see here tonight, it's always good to use all of them. You don't want to use arrangements where you use just a few little bells in the middle there or something like that. And she just has a talent for arranging music and utilizing the entire range of the bells. And so it's fun for us to play that kind of music. And besides that, she's a really good arranger. We really enjoy the pieces. So this one is O Little Town of Bethlehem. got this year is called Jingle Bell Rock. It's a nice arrangement. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna get you in the Christmas spirit, yeah. Okay, we usually have just a little introduction just before each one of the songs, so I'll kind of cue you in here. And I think we got a couple of verses on each one, right? Yeah. So, bell choir, don't forget to repeat. Okay, this is called Christmas Carol Fest. a pretty traditional Christmas song. Whenever I think of Christmas, I always think about White Christmas. And in Michigan, I think it's fairly safe to think about White Christmases. So we would really enjoy being here tonight, and we thank you again for the invitation. It was very kind of you. I have to put in a little plug. At the end of the Christmas season last year, of course, by the time December 26th rolls around, we know there's Christmas music inside out, backwards, and everything else. All the bugs are worked out and the whole bit. And so we decided last year, in January, to record a Christmas tape. And we have done so. This is a commercial plug for any of you who would like it. It's called The Troublemaker's Christmas. And we're selling them for a whole $5 a piece. And so if you're interested in having a good stocking stuffer, it really does sound pretty good. We had the tape mastered and duplicated at the Brookwood Studios in Ann Arbor. And they did a really nice job for us. So, no claim. Well, you know. This was not the completely professional tape, but it was a pretty nice one. But again, thank you very much, and we wish you a Merry Christmas. This final number is called White Christmas.
Candy feeling somebody's watching me.
Big brother's watching.
Gotcha.